If you were able to attend Brickworld in person, you undoubtedly remember the massive international collaboration that was Oasis. This ridiculous build took up 4 2.5 by 8 foot tables, completely covered in brick-built terrain. Featured on one side is a hostile desert, and on the other, a lush oasis. I had the privilege of joining the Eurobrick group at the end of the 2019 Chicago convention to help put this build together, and I'm excited to give you a bit of a behind-the-scenes look of how we made Brickworld's craziest build possible. Every great Eurobrick collaboration begins with Mastermind Tim's ideas sketched out for us. The sheer size of this collaboration meant that it would take up well over 132 by 32 base plates. Our individual contributions were based off a grid, each square representing one of those 32 by 32 base plates. Not realizing that the world was basically going to end, we began building in 2019 already, planning to display this thing at the 2020 Chicago convention. Due to the international nature of this, of course we weren't able to build in person, side by side. Rather, we sent pictures to a group forum trying to line up our modules as best as possible. The best thing about this collaborative build is that we really had a lot of free reign with what happened inside our modules, so long as they lined up with our neighbors. Even with plenty planning beforehand, there was obviously going to be hiccups on site, so many of the builders brought along a lot of bulk brick to make sure that we had pieces to fill in the gaps and finish any uncompleted modules on site. It was really, really exciting to watch this thing come together and continue to grow and grow and grow. Brickworld Chicago takes up 5 days in total, Wednesday being primarily a setup day, Thursday and Friday being AFOL only days, and then on the weekend we open up to the public. It feels like there was somebody at the Eurobrick display 24 hours a day for those first 3 days, making sure this thing came together before we showed it off to the public. The idea was that upon entering the exhibition hall you would be greeted by the desert, with hints and teasers that a river was cutting through the desert, leading to something on the other side, which of course was the Oasis itself. An equally massive section with lush plants, wildlife, wonderful, wonderful plant pieces, and of course dominated by a massive functioning waterfall that Tim was able to put together. Sections of the waterfall spun to give the idea of flow, it lit up, and there was a mist machine inside to give the effect of spray. I mean, it's just mesmerizing to watch. Each of the builders brought so much heart and soul into this model. There are so many little stories happening, so many Easter eggs, references to other LEGO themes that we love. This is a model you could easily spend an hour taking in and still have missed something. There's just so much. And that's what I love about these massive collaborative displays. I don't think I've ever seen a build that has attempted to do so much brick-built terrain. This thing is made up of several 100,000 bricks. It's absolutely mind-blowing to see what these builders were able to put together when none of us could actually meet and build this all in the same place. That's what I love about this Eurobrick collaboration. There's so many talented people, and they're able to pull off these amazing builds every year. This is my first year in Eurobrick, but they're on a 5-year winning streak now of winning best group layout, which is pretty impressive because there are plenty of other good group layouts at Brickworld, but there's something really special about what Eurobrick does and something special about Tim's crazy ideas. Tim finally was also recognized as the Brickworld Master, which is a once-in-a-lifetime achievement given out to one person a year at the convention. This thing also lit up for World of Lights, of course, which is really cool to see. It had the most insane effect with the mist in the water. We're already thinking up ideas for next year, which of course I won't share with you. You gotta come to the convention to see. I do hope some of you got the chance to see this in person because my video work cannot do this model justice. The size of this thing was insane. And if you weren't able to get to the show, I hope this gives you a little taste of the awesomeness that we had on display. It was so incredible to be a part of this. But that's all for this time. I hope you enjoyed this little behind the scenes look at this most ridiculous build on the convention floor. I've got a few more Brickworld videos coming next, so I will see you then. As always, have a great life!